Unless we get rid of Spike. No, I like Spike Growth. That's killed a lot of people just like walking over that. Fairy Fire I don't really use a lot. And Shadowheart has. I just like that because it gives me different options though. So I wonder if Ice Knife is not it. Just because are we going to use Ice Knife and then go into like our form? Not really. So I'm actually going to remove Ice Knife and get Hold Person, because that could be a really good combo if we Hold Person, go into bear form, and then punch their face. So I do like that. Bark Skin is also a good shout as well. Very defensive, obviously. And here is where our Druid is going to get a lot better. Tavern Brawler. When you make an unarmed attack, when you make an unarmed attack, use an improvised weapon or throw something, your strength modifier is added to the damage roll. Are we going to have to like... That strength modifier is not good though. When you make an unarmed attack, use your strength modifiers added twice. As is -1. We might need to rework this build, mightn't we, to get our strength up. I don't think I've thought this through, have I? So the whole idea was obviously this to, Yeah. So that's the only thing that's going to... Because if we're minus... I didn't really think of that. So we might need to like respec our Druid. We might need to respec her and get her strength up. Because the only problem is, if we to make Tavern Brawler really work, we're going to need to make sure that our strength is up, so our strength modifier is as high as possible. Where at the moment, that's not what we're doing even in the slightest. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wonder if we need to go back to the drawing board. Or like... punch... strength... Well, I mean, we'll see how it works, but... I don't quite know how it's going to make any difference. Especially... Just trying to have a good think. Because otherwise we're not getting any boosts to it whatsoever, which seems weird. Right? Unless I'm like understanding it wrong, but our strength modifier is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I do wonder if we need to rethink this. Or would it take the strength modifier of when I'm in... Oh no, hang on, because I suppose my strength changes when I'm in bear form. So maybe we roll with this and see how it goes. That's what I'm thinking. And Constitution for the to to keep our constitution and stuff up. But we'll have to keep an eye on this. Because it should then change. We do get some different wild forms. Deep Wrath, is that? Dancing light charges at its enemies. That's handy. And we got a Raven, which is actually really handy because it blinds enemies. So that's going to be a combo very nicely with Karlach. So we get stronger, but I need to know the strength modifier when we're in bear form is what I need. So somehow to work that out. Right, so now we're going to go to Will. Welcome to level 4. I would like... What have you got that I would like? Minor Illusion. I mean, none of these really matter, do they? I like Bone Chill. So maybe we just get Bone Chill there. Replace spells. Is there anything we want to get rid of? We're not really using the armor at the moment. Mainly because his movability, like, because I look at him like Gale, and he gets targeted a lot, but I feel like I can position him better because his movement's so high. We're not using armor, so let's get rid of it. Let's bring in stuff that we are actually going to use. And then there's two things. Arms of Hadar, which I really, really like. Really, really, really like. But I wonder if we go Cloud Daggers. And what spells do we want? We do get a spell. Interesting. Invisibility. Touch a creature and turn it invisible. Attacks against have disadvantage. Condition ends early if the creature attacks or casts a spell. Interesting. I'm wondering how that would combo off doing that on my Druid. Just trying to have a good think here. The feat, I don't even know what the feat is going to be. I haven't even thought about this in the slightest. So this is where you party people need to help me over on Twitch. Because this is a little bit where I struggle. Like, surely it's just ability improvement, right? Like, we just get his charisma up. Thinking about it out loud, actually. Because surely we just go ability improvement. Yeah, because then we get his charisma to 18. That's what we're doing anyway. Because then his Eldritch Blast, which is the attack we're doing like the most, is then going to get better. Shadow Hearts. Just moving my notes. As I play, I sort of just try and note down what works well and what not. Cantrips, it doesn't really matter even in the slightest. I might go Produce Flame just for the light. It can do a little bit of damage, but mainly for the light. So I suppose that would have been a slightly handy in that situation because she could have, I don't know. Prepared spells, I don't think we remove anything here. We get rid of aid because it didn't work the way we would have liked it to, which is a little bit sad because obviously we are trying to build around, as much as possible the idea of just like buffing us. But we'll do create or destroy water. And then ability improvement. We just go wisdom here, right? Yeah, we just go 2 into wisdom. Accept. Karlach. Oh no, we keep Tiger. I like Tiger. I like to be able to make... So, do we go Athlete here? Problem is, I don't know if we do, but then we get the strength to 18, I suppose. So we go athlete, strength to 18. When you're prone, standing up uses less movement. And the jump distance has increased. The jump is crazy, though. We might need to come respec her. So I wonder if we respec her, then get her to 20. Well, I suppose we can only get to... Oh, this should work nicely. We get to a nice 18 strength. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that plays out. It's one of them level ups. I'm like, right, where can I see? Ah, here we see it. So here we see when we were in bear form, our strength is 19. Meaning we get +4. Yeah. So if I get my bear to attack that brazier. That is not a good example. The wooden bench. I just want to see the attacks to see what it's adding. So 12 slashing damage. So we rolled a... So Tavern Brawler. So we're getting +8 to our attack damage. Let me just... That's a smoke barrel. Do not attack that. Let's go back into this room. Because otherwise then we're getting +8 onto whatever we're doing. And if that's this... We've nearly doubled our damage. Can I attack? There must be something in there I can break. Makeshift torch. I want to see the damage. On the door, on the door. No. Just want to see the damage. Yeah. Because we're getting Tavern Brawler, which is adding our modifier twice. I didn't know if it was like a roll. So we've basically doubled our druid's damage. Immediately doubled it. That is incredibly tasty. And that's why I wanted to do this build with Tavern Brawler. It makes it absolutely epic. Right, I'm going to have a drink and whatnot. Enjoy the party. Ooh, I'm back. Did I make you jump? I don't know. Maybe. And I don't do a good job of doing it, but all of the Baldur's Gate stuff is streamed on Twitch and whatnot, so make your way downtown to Tazastical Town. I just picked up a load of chocolates, like literally a handful of chocolates, so you'll excuse me if I indulge myself, but yeah, I was a little bit nervous when I was doing the Druid build, so I was like, oh, have we just messed up doing Tavern Brawler? Pretty amazing. The only thing that I'm slightly nervous about with Tavern Brawler is like, is it still going to be strong late game? I'm not really sure how I make my druid do more damage than this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping this isn't like... I suppose Owlbear. I'm going to quickly Google it. Baldur's Gate 3. Owlbear. Form. Strength. Because the next big, beefy druid form we get is Owlbear. And Owlbear's strength is 20, so the strength modifier is +5. So that's an extra... Okay, it's not too bad. I hope, like I said, later on it's going to be the case of we are going to be more of a tank than probably damage. But then I feel like that's why we pair really nicely with Karlach. We do damage, she does damage. She does a lot more damage, but She's drinking elixirs of Hill Giant strengths. That's not fair. Right, so let's jump out of our wild form shape. Tell you what, if there was a way to do a monk... I suppose you can't do the monk stuff in animal form. Because that would... That's the problem with druids. That's the only problem. Like, multi-classing, especially if you're doing animal form, I don't know how productive it is. Anyway, should we loot while I eat chocolate? I love how it warns us that we're stealing. I think we're probably a bit beyond that by now. It's worth noting, we have not killed any of the goblin bosses though. So well, this is us gearing up. But we needed to hit that level 4 first. Got really confused then. Tortured... Wait, what? Okay. We can divvy out all the stuff in a little bit. Most people... Oh, Scroll of Revival, very handy. It's nice to know that we haven't wiped yet. But I feel like we have been doing this a lot more careful. Like, we've been planning a lot more. I'm not always saying the planning is... like, we've smashed it, but I am saying we've done alright. This is all getting sold. Or the stuff that's actually worth it.
Something good here.
Right, she has a wormy worm, so we will be nicking that. Don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. I'm sorry. If the will, they get 1+ to saving throws. Aid. That's so awkward.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Open!
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Have they added that? It's been a while since I've done like a normal playthrough. Have they added like stuff like this? Because I swear some of her stuff that like pops up telling me to do stuff wasn't in like not at release, but you know what I mean. So what I wanted to have a look at, this ring, sorry, this necklace. This is a ritual. Right, as I furiously, like, scoffed down a chocolate. So, we're going to long rest for a moment, but for science, because I have got the brand, so I can do this. So I can go 8. Only on myself. Ah, damn. I can do that, still do like... And then if I go into animal shape, have I still got the temporary hit points? No, I lose the temporary hit points immediately. Because the bear is a condition, so I lose all other conditions, okay. Okay. I've had so many coffees recently, I've actually got a water. I thought I'd treat myself. It sounds really lame, but I actually really like water. Does that sound lame? Probably does. Ritual staff. Add to wares. Remove concentration. We can't short rest. How many spells have we got?
A hero at heart.
Haven't even got rage.
Have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
Okay, so that's everyone looted. We probably have to long rest, sadly. So let's give it a long rest. Because actually we done really successful. Well, we went really successful. It went well.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
The mother-in-law. Oh look, it's like real life. How dare I?
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Please say spank. Please spank.
Anyone but her.
Sorry, I was thinking about spank. I had spank on the mind. Well.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
Well, that's I suppose. I suppose if we went to court right now, she would be correct. Yeah. Do you know what? You better not lay a damn finger on Karlak.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
Got a red eye as well.
That's better.
I love how I noticed the red eye.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Little old me.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
She is very glamorous. Talk to you in a minute, Volo.
Glad to have an ally.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I mean, it's the equivalent of putting clown makeup on him, do you know what I mean? The Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do, I agree.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts.
Eldritch
I was
Blast!
infected. I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Or so you thought. How did you get involved with Mizora?
The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this.
Interesting.
The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Oh, poor Will. Like I said, he's in such a hard spot. Let's go chat with Karlak before I chat with Volo. I feel like let's get the serious stuff out of the way first.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man, maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Hi, Volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed.
I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about Mind Flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've
I'm
tentacles,
sure
you
you
know?
are.
Quite shocking. The Druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
I love you, Volo. I'm a fanboy. And their parasites, do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
I've got worms, mate.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Examine me, find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear, sweet gods!
Yeah, I just want to get rid of it. Quick shout and can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
I'm sure you will, Volo. So I get this because Volo stayed around. Oh, it looks very... When you inspire an ally using Bardic Inspiration, you get 4 temporary hit points. Sadly not really usable for what we're doing. But that's cool. That's cool, Volo. Love a bit of Volo. Is he a trader? Why's he got that? I'm just going to chat with him again. I'll skip this.
Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Has your research turned anything
Not
up?
yet, I'm
Okay.
afraid. But my expectations
That's fine.
of...
Okay, let's go to bed, I suppose. What a busy day. What a busy day. very productive. About to go even more productive.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
So what should I be doing?
Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
What is this sickness?
The absolute sames are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than a lithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
So who are you?
It's complicated. But I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Tell me where I can find you.
No. It isn't safe. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back.
Oh.
I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Interesting. I do love the story in Baldur's Gate. They put so much effort into this game. Withers, just calm down. I'm always hearing your voice, Volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Ah, it's reset.
I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Oh, apparently he has found something.
My research
God.
turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep.
Oh.
Just behind the orbital socket.
Oh.
I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Oh. Can't handle stuff with eyes. I can't look. Like, I really struggle. Like, oh, how many times have you done this?
I assure you, I I've dreamt of it
Oh,
1,000
that's a
times
massive
over.
needle. Do it.
Volo carefully holds
Oh, I
one of
can't,
your
I
eyes
can't, I
open
can't. I've got my
and
hand up. I
begins to
can't watch.
prod uncertainly with the
No,
needle.
no. Endure the discomfort. No,
The
I
needle
can't look.
finds
I
the
just
gap
can't.
between eyeball and
Like, I've got a
socket.
fear of losing teeth and
Volo
like
frowns
stuff going on my
and
eyes.
begins
Like, I
to
can't.
push.
No, this is terrible. Clench. I've literally got. Oh no! Yeah, no.
The needle
I can't.
seesaws back and forth.
No, this
plucking
makes
the
me feel
nerve like a
horrible.
harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way.
I can't. I just blocked out everything apart from the text. I can't. It's like just hold still. Like this is just. I can't. It's horrible.
Then reaching into his bag.
I just can't do stuff like this. This is horrible. And like, you better not kill me here. But someone said to do this, but I. Oh my days! Like.
Now.
Oh, I can't. I'm turning my headphones down. Like this is crazy. Hold your breath.
Cold
I can't.
the skin beneath your
Nope.
brow.
Nope.
And then tap, stab.
I can't. I can't.
Do you feel that? Huh? I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just.
I can't. I'm gonna gag. I'm gonna be sick.
Volo
I'm gonna.
tears
Oh, I'm
the
gonna.
pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
I'm not dead, right? I'm not. Oh. What have you done to my beautiful druid?
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
No! Boo! You knocked my bloody eye out!
Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present.
I bet.
I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met
Yeah,
you.
I bet.
I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Oh, my beautiful. Oh, that's why you told me to do this. I have a permanent sea invisibility. Have to be within 9 meters. So basically, they do a stealth check. That's it. Oh, what have you done to my beautiful dryad? My druid. Oh, so I basically have like one eye that's different. Like, done. I don't feel like she's equipped for this. Jesus, Volo, like. I'm seeing a cutscene. I can see that. Oh my days. I mean, it's a very good thing. That is extraordinarily good. Especially because we're a melee character. If we were like range or mage, I suppose it's always good. Oh jeez. My poor dryad. Druid. Why do we keep calling him a dryad? Oh, I love when all the bodies jump on the floor. Right, let's go have a fight. Let's go through here. My poor druid. Like, that was gross to watch. Hi, Linda. How are you? Nice to meet you. My name's...
You not supposed to be here. Leave.
Doesn't actually look that... Doesn't actually look that bad, actually, the eye situation. Shall we have some fun? Boom, baby. I would like to rage. Jump up, down, and across. Your strength affects how far. I have to dash first. So I get a free jump after I dash. Okay. Understood. I'll put that down there. I do have to shoot it. Piercing shot. Nice.
Battle favors the fearless.
And we'll go... Give disadvantage on attack rolls. Brilliant.
Blood comes easy these days.
We're gonna need to go... I suppose it comes back. I'm gonna try the Raven. So I like trying all the animal forms just to see how they are.
Can't afford to let up.
And the Raven, more importantly, allows me to potentially blind. Well, she's got athlete. You're not going to move, it's going to stand there. The AI knows if it moves, it's going to take a lot of damage. I mean, if you're going to stand there, I'll keep pelting you by range. Eldritch Blast!
So much for peace.
Do I take that? That's a bit weird. I suppose we could pretend the growths are quite big.
Talk to me.
Large. Fairy fire. So now I've got advantage on you. All that damage and you haven't even got out. Let's say spike growth seems actually really strong. Like, you took 3, so that's 9, 13. 13 damage just for walking. Movement in this game is so key, and I've just like... we'll take a little bit of damage, but I feel like that's okay. Reckless! Can I push? Too heavy. Oh, I should have dipped my weapon.
Dunk it, shoot it.
Gotta remember to do that, I always forget. I should have done that, then just smacked her.
On the victor's path, coming through.
I like Bone Chill. Disadvantage on the next attack roll. I feel like this save more than ever. I'm going to have to make sure I put as much disadvantage. Right, then I'm going to try and blind. Blinded. Can't do reactions. How long is he blinded for? 2 turns. So I'm saying, even the Raven has its position. And I think, like, when we're fighting one thing like this, the Raven might be the go-to just to keep blinding. So when you're blinded, you have disadvantage on attack rolls. Range of attacks and spells are reduced. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Plus we've got Fairy Fire as well to, like, cover any gaps where we miss. So the Fairy Fire's handy. Like, you're just taking damage just for the sake of moving. Like, that's crazy. And because we've got Athlete, we get up every single time. Stop hitting. Reckless! Okay, I wanted that a bit stronger, I'm not going to lie. Potion healing.
No holding back.
Stabby stab. Flourish. Off balance, and because you're hexed, we get additional off balance, disadvantage on strength. I mean, you're done.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Got to concentrate.
Go on, Shadowheart, for the win.
Hard strike first.
I'm so bad, then I'm so good. Cancel that. Pack supplies, send to camp. Then there is obviously a few things to pick around here. We do need to go to a trader at some point. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not grand, but we need to do it. I would like to do it. Can I still loot everything? Nice. Yeah, just being able to make everything blind is handy. What is... Yeah, strength modifier isn't great on this form, though. That's the problem. So I feel like maybe it is go straight into bear, then. Right, Tavern Brawler makes it a very...
Another step forward.
What's the word? Singular choice, but I think because we can go in and out of bear, like, shapes... We don't have to spend resources to do it as well. We can still go in blind, like maybe... It's probably less gonna... Yeah, the more I think about it, it's probably just... Well, I would like to pass that perception. Someone. Anyone? Oh, I thought it was like the religion on like what that was. Ring. Then this takes us down to the Underdark. We don't quite want to go there first. We have a few other things that we would like to do. We've still got to do Korga stuff that we have like... Totally... Oh. Misty Step. Don't mind if I do. Right, Karlach has the jumping abilities of like something that jumps a lot. I'm actually going to give this to Shadowheart. Will has Shadow Step. I'm not worried about my Druid. Karlach has so much movement, it's actually like feels a bit wrong. Like, do you know what I mean? She needs to share with everyone. I remember to dip weapon, like dip the weapon into stuff. I always forget. And actually, that was handy. Or it is handy to just do that little bit more damage. Wish I could give that to Shadowheart just for the lols. A padlock key. Recipe of elixir. So I might do the Korga stuff and then come back to the goblin bosses. That might be the way to do it. Whoops. Add to wares. More healing potions, which is obviously glorious. Glorious. Do I want to head down here? I'll probably head down here just mainly even to get the teleport so I don't have to come down here in the future. Scroll of Aid. Yeah, I do need to sell. We have so much loot.
That might be worth a look.
Rocky crevice.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
On a bet. They call me Meowmas. Ah, where the fine barrels are. Very interesting. You can really get around with these crevices. A crevice explored is a crevice. No. Short rest.
Awake and alert.
I need to get my Druid forms. I hope I get another one. Or able to do more soon. I'm so greedy. They don't call me Greedy Beady for no reason. We've got this puzzle and we've seen all the images everywhere.
Rotating plates. Symbols. Right. Clear as mud.
I can't remember what one of them looked like. Trying to see one of the pictures. Problem is, I don't even think you have to solve this though, because I'm pretty sure you can come up here and just get the perception. And then you can lockpick that. So that like puzzle bothered me for ages. I remember I like found this, opened this, done all this, and I kept coming back for this, trying to work out how to actually like do it. Thinking it was going to be something else. Maybe it is. Maybe I've never done it. So. Ta-da. Right, you see like the solution to that literally all through the goblin camp. Which is cool. My first playthrough I was very, very blind. Just I don't know why. I love checking how long until the next level. Like, we just got 1,000 experience or something. Down into the depths. No! Scared of heights, anyone? I would poo myself. More experience, always nice. Finds the night song. Right, let's loot this area. And then we're probably gonna go. Oh, nice. First try. That's what we like to see. Open sesame. I don't want that aid talisman. So I'll get rid of that. Can't give it to anyone else because they need to be branded. And then I'll just have the animal friendship one, I guess. I'll light these up as I go. It'd be funny if it blew up the oil barrel. Karlak, can you pick up that, please? Just in case there's another opportunity where we might need an oil barrel.
More interesting times.
I have to admit, I do like fights like that where it's like last person standing, do you know what I mean? You're fighting against the odds, that sort of stuff. I love how we have so much guidance in this team that is just not needed. I use my own guidance. I'm a strong, independent druid. Helmet of Smiting. When you apply a condition with one of your smite spells, you gain temporary hit points. It's a paladin thing though, isn't it?
Let's get on with it.
So that's not a smite, is it? How do I know if something's a smite? I bet it says smite. I reckon that's my first clue. These I'll send to camp. So items like this potion of invisibility should probably keep. Like, I'm not... Some like armor stuff that I may potentially use down the line. I'll just chuck, send to camp, chuck in there, then if I want it later on, I've got it. But yeah, I think Helmet of Smiting. I might give it to Shadowheart just to hold so she can look like she does something, when we all know she doesn't. Yeah, because we might see a use for it later, and we might like try different builds. I don't really know what we're gonna do with any of this, but we have got a lot to sell. Very heavy great axe that needs to be sold. We are over encumbered. No, we're not. The game's lying to me. Right.
No time to waste.
Right, sorry about that. Had some yummy lunch brought up to me. Another oil barrel.
Making me sweat.
Can you pick up that as well? I feel like 2 oil barrels is a nice thing to just walk around with. Just to make sure we're all cool as a cucumber. We'll loot all this. So much. Very tempted to jump down there. Spoilers. There is a cheeky beholder down there. Or is it not classed as a beholder? But yeah. I don't want that fight. Like I said, I'm not going to avoid fights. I want to I don't say 100% this game because I don't think you can ever do that on one playthrough. I'm not going to, but 100% to the best of our abilities is probably the best way to say it. You can have a crossbow. I can't have a crossbow. Add to wares. I need to share this out a little bit more. Add to wares. Add to wares. Then click all this. Give this to Shadowheart. Because I feel like no one else is like carrying their load. And it's actually quite upsetting that my druid's got to do absolutely everything. Disappointing is the word. Disappointing. Just ungroup everyone. See a cheeky Minotaur there. Do you know if he killed my druid? Just like yanked it off. Yanked her off. Just checking, just in case. There's a level 4.
I wouldn't want to get hit by that.
I would not want to get hit by that, that's right. That's why we are legit gangsters. Tattered notes. We will have a read. I do like going through these. This is much more, this playthrough, we are taking it slow. We are taking it careful. And we're enjoying ourselves. We're reading everything. There's no rush. This place is dark, but the lady's light shines yet. Just as the drow had almost broke through, Jarius rallied the last of the initiates and charged forward. For a brief moment, the cavern shone with Selûne's own brilliance. So Selûne must be protecting us. It must be what that light is built. I imagine if we go down to the statue, that will probably be a image of Selûne. I'd have gladly gone with them, wound or no, but Jarius made me stay and hold the gate until his return. To keep the records too, I'll save space to write of his victory. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, party people. I try my best, I promise. It's been, and I'm not joking about that because I know some people in the comments thought I was. I am actually dyslexic. I just like making fun of myself because life's too short to take yourself seriously. It's been days since we collapsed the tunnel and they were supposed to return after the battle. I cannot dig it out on my own. My eyes won't get used to this darkness, but I can hear them stripping the dead. I'm sorry. I haven't learnt the death rites yet, but I will hold the gate, I promise. The final entry is barely visible, more faint scratches than legible writing. Sorry. Well, she held the gate. Or he, I suppose. Yeah, I love the lore, because I love the amount of effort the people that made this game has gone through, so I feel like it's like my responsibility to like try and show it off. Add to wares. In search of the night song. Fascinating that such a seemingly valuable object has proven so difficult to track down. Indeed, treasure hunters the realm over have travelled to the Sword Coast with one goal in mind, to find the night song. Yet each by each they have failed, indicating dead ends, rebuffs, or else disappearing altogether. My latest inquiry was with a half-orc named Grayley, who insisted he'll come as close as possible to the relic as one may go without forfeiting his or her life. He indicated the object is not, as most reports indicate, in the Selûnite fort adjacent to the river. So we get to learn of a location there early on. Because I know some of these mark, it'd be great if like, I marked that off on the map immediately. I'm being nitpicky now. However, Grady reported that some kind of potent shadow prevents one from approaching where this fortress might be. No, don't hit the barrel, don't hit the barrel, don't hit the barrel. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click on the journal. It just like sprinted across. So, is it the secret artifacts? No. God, we've got find the night song. We found a book that told the secret. The temple that contains the night song is hidden underground somewhere near Moonrise Towers. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So actually, we find out a lot of key information. Turns out, pie people, reading matters. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Put your hands up. Right, we did find a helmet. She's got haste helm. What is the helmet armor-wise? Is it medium? Medium armor. Do any of us wear medium? No. Shadowheart does, so she can make take off that nice little circlet that she's got. Constitution saving throws +1, which is actually handy for her. Because she's the majority of the time got bless up and stuff like that. Like group up everyone. Waypoint discovered, which is awesome. What I will do is ungroup, put enhanced leap on myself. Have to admit, too high. I can't remember how to do this. Actually, I don't need to jump up this way at all, do I? I think I've just remembered. Hey, how you doing, boy? How you doing? I'll play Baldur's Gate for about 10 more minutes, then I'm gonna swap over to a RimWorld. We found that. Do about 2 hours of RimWorld, 2.5 hours, sorry, 2 hours of Baldur's Gate, and then I swap over. Didn't know whether to do some RimWorld or some Tarkov.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Disarm that. I got a nice little lunch sitting by my feet at the minute that I would like to scoff. Oh no. I forgot inspiration, otherwise we're about to blow up. Every time you come into the channel, then we have like our worst roll of the day, I'm sure. Inspiration. Much better. And lockpick.
Should do it.
Yeah. Oh. Not good. Yeah, we've been fine all day. We've been living the dream all day. That's better. Back on winning ways. Despite, like, I can feel the negativity come from chat. Have you seen what happened on RimWorld on Twitch? Yeah, I need inspiration from the comments. Just so I mean, chat just gives me something else. Yeah, you have. I'll swap over in a minute. I just want to loot all down here. We'll go to the trader. When the wear. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I want that for Shadowheart. And I'll explain it as I chuck it on. So I appreciate the YouTubes aren't going to watch. Yeah, I've read them. So this is really good because I do like using Shadowheart's Guiding Bolt and Sacred Flame, but it makes it a little bit better as well because when they do it, then she gets Shockwave, which inflicts an orb in a 3-meter radius if it attacks. And that gives -1 to attack rolls, which is handy for an attack we were going to do anyway. But the thing is, once she's got off Bless or whatnot, like that's key to get off. And I want to get rid of this because eventually there's a part in the game where we don't want her to have this. And I'll leave out the spoilers in case someone hasn't gone all that way themselves. And then we've got that wooden chest to go, healing potions, wooden barrels, and we are cool as a cucumber. There's another oil barrel, but I feel like Karlach having 2 is more than enough. I don't need to go to that. We are going to waypoint out to the Grove, and then we're not going to come back here next. We'll probably go do Karlach's. Karlach? No, not Karlach. What's her name? Karga. We'll go do her stuff. But I feel like it's really good if we can sell everything now, and then we can come back next episode stream and then crack a lacquer. Because then we can just go like wham bam, thank you ma'am. But our Druid is pumping out some serious But will that happen with how we left off the save though? Like, is it immediate? Because if it's not, because we need to move Bane now. But we'll discuss it more. I'm just going to save some stuff now. We'll end a bit Baldur's Gate and then I'll jump on.
For discussion.
Need anything else?
Okay, it's immediate. Cool.
Always happy to help those who follow the first circle.
Okay, sell all my wares. Oh, we've got some stuff that I didn't click. I haven't. No, I'm holding caps lock like an absolute... Ah, because I need to get into the barter. That's silly. The game's just trolling me for a laugh there. We will sell all the books as well. What I'll do with the books and stuff is I'll just sell them to him just in case we mess up. And I like going to him because we get a big discount because we are a druid. I mean, we're amazing, but we're a druid. There we go. Will, my boy. I'm so disappointed with what's happened to you. Offer wares. Sell that as well. Will has been a naughty boy.
I'd love to, thanks.
So he did get punished. Sounds really bad. And Karlak's got our oil barrels, and that
Sylvanas be with you.
is where we will leave it. We have made some crazy progress. She does have a head. This is the party we're going with. Is that we've actually had some really good luck with it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, party people. That's just for the YouTubes, right? Yeah, because I'll stop the recording.